Inspiring with me, Mrs. EK. Today we are going to be building upon words. Building words and building upon those words. We are going to be adding suffixes to the end of words to make new words. Remember, those new words are going to have new meanings. The suffixes we are going to work with today are going to be full, ly, and ness. Can you say those with me? Full, ly, and ness. Absolutely. When we add the suffix full to a word, it makes our word an adjective. An adjective is a describing word. It describes someone or something. It's going to say that it is full of that thing. When we add the suffix ly, our word becomes an adverb. That is describing the verb, describing the action of how something is done. And when we add the suffix ness, our word becomes a noun. And that noun tells us that it is the state or condition or feeling of this thing. All right, scholars, are you ready? Nice job. On your paper, go ahead and turn it long ways. And then I want you just to draw 2 straight lines down your paper. When you do this, you're going to make 3 columns. Columns go up and down. This way we will have 3 sections that go up and down. At the top of the first section, I want you to write our suffix full. At the top of the middle section, I want you to write the suffix ly. And at the top of the last section, I want you to write the suffix ness. As we build these words today, scholars, you're going to be writing them down in your chart. I know, how much fun. I hope your hand is ready. We're going to do so much today. All right. Are you ready, scholars? Let's jump right in. All right, scholars. Our first base word is hope. Hope is a feeling of desire or expectation. We are going to first add the suffix full to the word hope. When we add the suffix full to the word hope, we're going to get the word hopeful. What word? Hopeful. Nice job, scholars. Yep. Go ahead and write that word down under our first section where it says adding full. All right, scholars, here's our next one. We're going to have the word hopeful. This one does already have a suffix, but hopeful is now going to have an added suffix of ly. What would our word be? You're right, hopefully. We're going to write this word in our second column, plus ly. Great job, scholars. All right, let's move to our next suffix. We're again going to have that word hopeful, but now we are going to add the suffix ness. What word will we get? Hopefulness. Absolutely, that's a long word. Yes. Go ahead and write that word down in our last column, adding the suffix ness. All right, scholars, let me give you an example about how you might use these words. You might hope that you have a snow day tomorrow. You may feel hopeful when you see all the snow outside. As you are going to sleep, you say, hopefully, more snow will fall, so we will have a snow day. As you start to see all the other schools cancel, you get a feeling of hopefulness. All right, scholars, let's go ahead and go to our next word. Our next word is the word thought. When we add the suffix full to the word thought, we're going to get the word thought. full. What word? Thoughtful. Absolutely. Go ahead and write this word in our first column. To be thoughtful is to be full of thought. That's describing how someone would be, right? They would be thoughtful if they did something that was caring. Give you a little bit longer. I know that that word is pretty long. All right. We're going to keep that word thoughtful. And now we are going to add the suffix "ly." Our word will become thoughtfully. What word? Thoughtfully. Nice job, scholars. You're going to write that word in our middle column for "ly." It describes how you would do something. You might do something thoughtfully. All right, scholars. And then our last suffix we're going to add is the suffix "ness." And we have the word thoughtful again. And we're going to add the suffix "ness." So we have thoughtfulness. What word? Thoughtfulness. Nice job. And that one is a long word. So go ahead, take your time to write that one out in your last column. While you're writing, I'm going to give you an example of how you could use these words. My friend thought about me when I was sick. Thought is to think, to get an idea, right? To think about something. So he thought about me when I was sick. He got me a thoughtful card. Oh, such a sweet friend. He thoughtfully picked out that card and made sure that it had my favorite colors on it. I had a feeling of thoughtfulness that he came over to check on me and gave me a card. All right, scholars, we have one more word to go over, and that word is care. And to care is to have a feeling of protection over something. And so if we add the suffix "full" to the word care, we would get the word careful. What word? Careful. And that is to be full of care. Absolutely. Go ahead and write that word down in our first column. Careful. Just like the other two times, we're going to keep that word careful. And now we're going to add the suffix "ly." We're going to have the word carefully. What word? Carefully. Yep. And remember, that's going to be an adverb. We're going to put that under the suffix "ly." It describes how you would do something. You might do something very carefully. Giving protection for something. And our last suffix is the suffix "ness." So again, we have that word careful, and we're adding the suffix "ness." So now we have carefulness. What word? Carefulness. Absolutely. And that one goes in our last column. Carefulness. Great job keeping up, scholars. Yes. So let me give you an example about how we might use these words. It is very important for you to care for your teeth, right? Protect your teeth. You must be very careful when flossing and brushing your teeth to make sure they are clean, full of care, right? At dinner last night, I was eating something very crunchy and chewy, and I had to chew very carefully. describing the way in which I chew, right? Carefully, full of care. And my act of carefulness has kept my teeth from getting cavities. Yeah, hopefully you take pretty good care of your teeth too. Oh my goodness, scholars, you should be so proud of all the work that you've done. These are some really big words. Your brain is getting a workout for sure. Now that you know how to build upon words to make even bigger words, why don't you try practicing that at home? Find a word and then add a suffix to it, like full. Then see if you can add another suffix to it, like ly or ness.
This program is made possible in part by the Michigan Department of Education, the State of Michigan, and the W.K. Kellogg Foundation. Additional support by viewers like you. Thank you.